I'm the authority. 1 year. I'm the authority. Don't talk to other people. Aray ko, day. Ano? Saan na ba teka, how did you get your first car? Ayan, baka maubos na naman yung, natin, yung time. Ano? Ikaw na nga yung authority, TL. Pupunta
Sige lang, go. Okay, go. Fire.
pag yun yung usual experience. Ano ba gusto mong ikwento?
Kahit ano naman.
So, tapos sasabihin mo na namin, hindi ka authority. Talaga, Tito.
Kasi kapag ka too personal naman, pwede ko namang, kaya ko kaya ko i-dodge yun.
Sobrang, sabi ko, kanina pa to sasabihin. Sabi niya, I'm not the one to judge. Ang humble naman ni TL. Ano?
Not my story to tell. So, yun.
Ano ba?
Pwede naman.
Okay. Hi guys, I'm LEI Kalina and this is our brand new YouTube channel, BUHAY Freelancer, and there are actually thousands upon thousands of freelancers sa buong Pilipinas and thousands worldwide. So ang target audience actually ng mga freelancers will be around hundreds of thousands siguro, no, worldwide. And that's the reason why yun ang target audience nitong brand new channel, BUHAY Freelancer. And so for today, I'm very glad to have as our very first interviewee and special guest. He has been in the freelancing industry for many years, email marketing specialist, and he is also a physical therapist. By profession and a choir musician. Ano kaya yung tinutugtog niya? Gitara ba yan? Xylophone? Or whatever, tatanungin natin siya. And marami siyang hats. Alamin natin kung ano ang kanyang favorite hat with all those hats. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Mr. Leonard Cleophas. Tama ba yung pronunciation?
Yun. Hello everyone.
Ayan, na-traffic ka ba, TL, sa pagpunta mo dito?
Thankfully, hindi naman.
Kunyari may mga televiewers. Hello, televiewers. Ayan.
Hello.
By the way, sabihin ko pala kasi si TL, I call him TL kasi we are both members of the Freelance Movement Tribe, of course by John Pagulayan, di ba? Si Chief John. And si TL Leonard is one of our tribelet leaders sa Magnetic Warriors, si TL. Kaya TL ang tawag ko sa kanya. So, TL, game ka na ba, TL?
Game na!
Okay. How long have you been doing freelancing? Yun mo na yung first question.
Okay. Siguro, to answer that question, kasi I recently realized na hindi ko pa alam yung salitang freelancing, ginagawa ko na pala siya. So, paano nangyari yun, ano? Kasi, even when I was still a student, tuturo ako ng nagtuturo ako ng piano, nagtuturo ako ng music
Ah,
lessons, kumbaga. So, yun, estudyante pa lang ako, ginagawa ko na yun. Tapos, nung license na ako, di, nag, ano na rin ako, nag, uh, home, nag-home service na rin ako for physical therapy clients, ganyan. And then, yun. Then later on, siguro mga bandang 2018, doon ko na-discover yung mundo ng online freelancing. 2018,
okay.
2019, ganyan. So, yun. So, online freelancing siguro since 2019. Pero yung freelancing talaga, medyo earlier pa.
Parang freelance tutor. Tama ba?
Freelance music teacher, parang gano'n.
Ay,
During that
oh.
time.
Freelancing din actually yun, eh. No?
Tapos nagtuturo din ako nung, yun nga, I also teach choirs even before. So,
Okay,
yun.
okay. Kaya talagang freelancing siya. Pero with email marketing, yan yung more or less freelancing niche sa digital marketing industry. What's so special about email marketing? Kasi maraming
Oh,
a lot of people are entering that niche. Bakit
alright.
kaya?
Bakit yun yung napili ko? Or,
Yeah.
tama
Yes.
ba? Alright. So, okay. So, my journey with online freelancing started when parang I was attending a lot of, financial literacy events during that time. And in one of those events, I got the chance upon someone who said na ang ginagawa daw niya is he writes emails for a living. So
Okay.
sabi ko,
Kilala ko
uy,
yan.
parang masaya yun, sabi ko. So, yun. So, I don't actually remember the exact details, pero parang I remember getting his name and parang finding him online. Then eventually, yun, I enrolled in his program.
Si Chief John ba yan? Chief John.
Actually, si Coach Alan. Alan yun.
Okay. Okay. Siya pala una. Siya muna. Coach Alan mo. Okay, of Email Marketing Philippines and Inbox Society. Okay, and then?
And then, ayun. Yun na siya. So, why did I want to do that? Kasi I realized, sabi ko, parang kaya ko na sulat-sulat. You see, so when I was still, ano yan? High school pa lang yata ako, I was president of the choir. And one of the
Galing
things
naman.
na, pagka high school, syempre, tas, yun nga, yung choir kasi namin nun parang, ewan ko ba, BC-BC. So, during that time, marami kami events. Tapos, I was the one who was, dahil president ako at wala akong, hindi ko alam kung sino mautusan, ganyan. So, ako yung gumagawa ng excuse letters.
Okay.
Excuse letters ng mga taga-choir. Tapos, papapirma ako doon sa advisor namin and then ako yung magpapaikot. So, yun. So, tapos, lagi din, occasionally, I would do some letters for, kunyari, kailangan ng mom ko for her work. Ganyan, sige, ako din mag-edit, magpo-proofread, ganun. So, sabi ko, maybe I could do that. So, yun. So, dun muna ako. Kaya ako napadbad parang gusto ko yung writing for a living. Tapos, sabi ko lang, maybe, in the long run, gusto ko rin eventually magkaroon ng book, but right now, maybe emails. Kasi parang sabi ko, short form lang naman yun. So, maybe that would be something I'd like to create. So, yun. And eventually, so when we got clients already, I also discovered that it was something that I was enjoying kasi um, I was helping them, well, people, not just a client, but they're also their students. I was helping them move forward to where they want to be in their lives. So, yeah, siguro that's the most fulfilling thing about being able to do emails for my clients.
I see. And these are foreign clients. Yung preference usually, pag mga freelance industry ba, ang preference is international clients kasi that's one of the things I learned recently din sa freelance movement tribe. Sabihin na natin yung group.
Mm. Actually, pwede naman siyang international, pwede siyang local. It really depends on you. Kasi one of the things na lagi iniisip is, kailangan ba laging international? Paano kung di ako magaling mag-English? Paano kung ganyan? Well, you could actually go local if you want to. So, kasi one of the things nga that we're being taught, di ba, it's important na you know how to identify problems and eventually solve them. And yun naman, because yun yung main thing, eh di mas madali maghanap ng clients. Ang kailangan mo lang talaga isipin is, ano ba yung problem nila and is it something that I could solve? So, yun.
Okay, but in your case, in your case, like in your experience, your preference would be more on the international clients compared to the local.
Mm,
Although sabi nga nila may pera naman sa local, but for your
yeah.
case,
In my case, I've worked kasi with both, ano? So, merong foreign, merong local. Medyo mas enjoy ko yung local, actually. It's a local, your writing doesn't need to be super, super English. Although, I am comfortable with English naman. Pero, yun. Initially, ano rin, international, ganyan. Pero, I really think any, will do. International is fun, but local is also fun.
mas fun ang local kasi mas nagkakaintindihan regarding
Mas madali, oo. Pati yung
projects.
time. Pati yung time, kung kunya may meeting kayo, hindi mo
Madali.
naisipan na, oras ito sa Pilipinas.
What about yung sa project, yung project completion or yung parang mas nagkakaintindihan kasi Pinoy sa Pinoy. Something like that.
Mm, yeah.
Oh, okay. Kasi nga you've been freelancing freelancing sa digital marketing industry na. We're talking about digital
Mhm.
marketing industry. So that would be around 4 years now since 2019.
Mm.
Tama po ba? Okay,
Yeah.
so what makes freelancing so special na ang daming pumapasok, no? If you notice yung freelance movement community na yung free community sa Facebook is from what I checked 112,000 na ngayon yung kay Chief John nga, di ba? 112,000. So what makes it so special na ang dami, a lot of people are getting attracted to this community na nasa corporate world and then they leave their jobs and go into freelancing. What gives them the
Mm.
courage to do so?
Mm. Well, I really can't speak for them, ano, kasi hindi ko naman sila kilala. But, ano ba, siguro, it's, um, siguro it's the promise kasi. It's the promise um, of, yun, being, parang living the life that you want. Kasi I think there is a trend naman worldwide, not just here in the Philippines. There's a trend naman, 'di ba, yung I forgot anong tawag nila doon. The uh what was that called? Parang the fire movement. The fire movement was ano yata eh. Yun yung mga retire early movements. And one of the things that they discovered that you could do so that you could do that. So you retire early is to, join the gig economy. 'Di ba? Kung saan you could have multiple jobs, you can work with multiple clients at the same time. And syempre, a lot of people are thinking na, uy, if you have multiple jobs, then you can have multiple sources of income. And if you have multiple sources of income, it'll be easier for you to grow your money. So I think yun yung isa sa mga usual na pinupuntahan. But then again, of course, sabi ko nga, I am not them. So, yun. Ako, in my case, I went through this one because initially, gusto ko na din ng additional income initially. But later on, parang more than that, gusto ko yung challenge ako. I want more. Kasi syempre, with different clients, you get to think a lot of different things that you don't get to think usually about when you're working with just one person, di ba? Or one company. So, kapag marami ka work, marami ka naisip. So, gusto ko lang bang pahirapan yung sarili ko? Hindi naman din. Pero, yan. I like working with different types of people. And, yun, siguro yun yung for me. But for the others, 12K, whatever, hindi ko masasagot directly kasi I'm not them. And each person has his or her own reasons for joining it.
Is it possibly because of, kasi may mga, parang may mga, tawag doon, promo na you get 6-figure income when you join this particular group, or pag sa freelancing, that's the promise na 100K. So, ito namang mga newbies, when they enter this particular community, 1 month pa lang ina-expect, asan na yung 6 figures ko? Di ba usually ganun parang meron silang ganun thinking na gradual naman siya, or basically also depends sa learning curve din ng tao. Because if you're a brand new freelancer, syempre you go through the stages muna of learning the ropes of freelancing, di ba? Hindi naman siya automatic na in an instant you get that
I think with any business naman, there's nothing really as yung mga sinasabi mo, get rich quick. Wala naman talagang ganon. May napanood nga ako before, ang sinabi nila talaga, there isn't actually passive income doesn't really exist. May namang nagsabi na ganon. Kasi for it to be passive, you have to put in the work first. So you have to put in the work, and para later on maging passive siya. Pero when they say passive, it's not you just lying around on the beach and waiting for money to come in. It's not. That doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. Most of the time, nagiging ganon siya because the systems that you have allows you to have more breaks, allows you to focus on the things that you want without tas tuloy-tuloy lang yung trabaho. Kaya siya nagiging passive. Pero it's not passive in a way na hihilata ako dyan, bibigyan kita ng pera, bigyan mo akong pera. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Unless siguro in different kinds of business, for example, if you are an investor, for example, or let's say you're investing in mutual funds kung saan you're paying someone to play the stock market for you, yun maybe can be passive, but then again, you're still putting in the work, nagbibigay ka pa rin ng money doon. So, yan. Nasagot ko ba yung tanong? Hindi ko sure.
Ayan, ang gaganda ng mga sagot ni TL Leonard. Tama ba yung pronunciation ko?
Yeah.
Actually, ako Leia. Leo ba ang nickname mo, TL? Or Leo?
Actually, wala. Leonard talaga.
Leonard lang. Ako kasi Leia talaga sa sa totoong buhay.
Oh.
Totoong buhay.
I
Ayun, ano ba yung usual mistakes? Kasi nga, you've been in the freelancing industry for some time now. What are the usual mistakes that freelancers do or commit or sin of omission yung hindi nila ginagawa na kasi not all freelancers come in the community or come in the industry na and they emerge successful. May mga pitfalls din, merong mga hindi nagtatagumpay and then they go back to corporate work. Usual mistakes, usual pitfalls. Ano kaya yung TL?
I think, again, I can't speak for everyone, kasi kanya-kanya na naman journey yan. Pero yung usual na napapansin ko is that people bring their mindset. Yung mindset mo in the corporate, they bring it to this particular freelancing setup. And while that's not wrong, technically, hindi naman siya mali. Pero, sometimes when you bring it there, magkaiba kasi sila ng mundo. Especially when you're doing freelancing as a business and not as an employee. Kasi di ba you can do freelancing as an employee as well eh. So when you trying to do freelancing as a business or parang entrepreneurship, ano na siya, iba yung mindset na kailangan mo for that. Kasi iba employee mindset na andito ako, bigyan mo ng trabaho. When you're an entrepreneur, when you're a freelancer as a business, who's starting a business, yung freelance business, that don't work kasi no one's gonna give you work. No one's wala magbibigay sa'yo. So you have to look for it. You have to see. You have to be proactive about it. You have to see where you can put yourself in and provide service. So, yun. Yun yung, I think, very common with a lot of people na they're just wait. Or tas yung iba nga, ang ginagawa pa nila, sige, natapos ko ng trabaho, okay. What's next? Ganyan. But then again, yun nga, sabi natin, let's bring in the proactive mindset na, okay, when this is done, what's next actually? Actually, may isip mo rin naman what's next eh. Kasi alam mo na, parang I got this somewhere. Ang sabi nga, problems don't actually end when we solve a particular thing. It just, endings are beginnings. So pag nag-end na yung current project mo with that particular project, meron yung next step eh. So now na na-solve na yung ganitong problem mo, ano na yung next problem mo? And you being proactive will let you know what's next. And you can actually suggest that to to whoever's leading the project, just in case na yun yung direction na gusto nila puntahan. And yun. So yun yung difference. You can't just expect work to come in na biglang akin na, ito na, it's ended. It doesn't work that way. When you go out of corporate, kasi ikaw na yung entrepreneur, ikaw na yung business, you're the boss of your own business.
Okay. Yung usual mistakes na kailangan, you also need to be proactive. Pero just to more or less focus on ito ngang group natin, we're part of the Freelance Movement Tribe, iba kay Chief John Pagulayan. So within that community, how do we attract clients? Kasi nga yung nababasa sa Facebook na they're signing $5,000 contract, $10,000 contract, $20,000 contract in one go lang yung $20,000 contract, which is 1 million pesos sa pera natin, di ba? That's already 1 million pesos. And siguro kung outside the community or even within the freelancer industry, pero baka sasabihin nila, baka naman scam yan, baka hindi totoo yan. How do we attract, or how do the tribe people attract clients? How do we keep them? How do we make them stay?
Okay. I'm not sure if I'm the right person to answer that one kasi
Ikaw na nga yung right
yes,
person eh. Ikaw
hindi,
na.
hindi kasi yes, I'm a TL but iba kasi yung mismong tribe team who's doing that. So, ayun, if we're gonna reference that now, ano ba yung tinuturo sa atin sa tribe, no?
Yeah,
And,
that's what I'm saying.
ayun. So, yun. For example, attracting clients is really you being proactive about finding them. Actually, sabi ko na kanina, kumbaga if you're gonna distill it to the bare minimum, is that you look for problems to solve and you solve them for them. Yun
Mm.
siya. So, yun. Hindi siya hindi siya kumbaga yes, mag-apply ka for a job but hindi siya ano ba, when you apply, alam mo na agad yung gagawin mo. It's really you identifying, okay, what's the main problem ba here?
Mm.
And then, okay, if this is the main problem, what do I need to do to solve this? And then you provide that solution. And then when you provide that solution, that's when you get paid. So, yun. So inside the tribe, in case yung mga subscribers natin would like to join, ano, they could just search for the group there and merong mga lessons inside na they could they could use. Yeah, I think it's easy naman to follow and see for themselves. Is it really possible?
What I noticed, ako naman TL, parang what I noticed is, kasi nga yung traditional freelancing, di ba, yung traditional freelancing is you talk to different companies, offer your services, pero in a way, nagiging job opportunity siya. That's the traditional freelancing na maraming, very competitive yung market, maraming nag-a-apply doon kasi nga naka-job post siya. So marami kayong aiming for that specific position. Let's say, content writer or whatever, graphic designer. Kasi nga naka-announce online yung job post na yun. So everybody, all roads lead to yung specific ano na yun. Kaya nga nahihirapan yung freelancer ngayon to have that role na sometimes I experience it myself. Pero yung dito sa community is you talk to each and every, parang kakausapin mo isa-isa, like for example, LinkedIn, Facebook, or kung ano mang social media. And then yung wide open, yung walang nag-a-apply sa kanila eh, kasi nga nananahimik lang sila sa buhay nila, and then a-approach natin sa LinkedIn, a-approach natin sa Facebook. By the way, I'm a content writer, and then parang yeah, I need a content writer. Let's start. Kasi nga walang masyadong competition. Parang more or
Mm,
less that's the parang nakita ko lang na walang competition. One year. Ay, the authority, don't talk to other people. Aray ko, day. Ano? Sa ano ba question? Teka, how did you get your first client? Ayan, baka maubos na naman yung, ano natin, yung time. Ano? Ikaw na nga yung authority, eh. Pupunta
sige
ka
lang,
dyan.
go. Okay, go, far away.
Um,
Nakamute ka.
questions. Ay, yung kanginang sinasabi ko, wait. Naka-record pa rin. Ayun nga, TL, di ba, yung kinikwento ko nga kanina na there's too much competition nga sa ano ngayon, sa mga job sites, sa mga, kasi nga halos, imagine different countries vying for that position, one single position, in a single company. Na kunyari yung, parang ang laki-laking marketplace ng Upwork, OLJ, from different countries pa. Lalo na sa Upwork, na sobrang magugulat ka kung meron kang invitation for ano, Unlike, kasi nga, everybody, all roads go to that particular, kunyari, content writer or email marketer. Pero yung another way na modern freelance thinking na mindset na you talk to them pa isa-isa, like maybe talk to them sa LinkedIn, sa what else, sa Facebook siguro, or meron bang nag-aano rin sa, I think yung women entrepreneurs are in Pinterest, di ba? So if kung that's another mindset thinking, freelance thinking na if you approach them one by one, then there's a bigger chance. Kasi nga, ikaw lang yung nag-approach sa kanya, and then when they need your services, then there's a bigger chance. Tama ba, TL? What do you think?
I agree. Pero, yun nga, tulad na ng banggit mo nga rin kanina, it's really more of you identifying their problem. So, naisip mo na, based on what you saw, na-audit mo na sila, and, yun. Tsaka kaya ngayon mag-offer. But then again, it's not just you approaching anyone and saying na, hey, I have fried chicken. Di ba? Hindi naman siya parang ganun eh. Na, would you like fried chicken? It's not that way na parang lalapit ka lang na ito. But we're approaching people who actually need it already. So, hindi naman porket nakita mo na, ay, wala pa siyang ganito, offer ko nga ng ito. Hindi siya automatic nag-work that way. But it's really parang you building first a relationship to know kung what you offer is something that they need. So it's not direct offers, kasi direct offers usually won't work immediately, especially if you don't know if that's what they need. Parang yun nga, kunyari, yung let's say, nagbebenta ng taho sa kalye. So they just shout taho, 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 di ba? And people who want taho will now go out and buy from them. People who don't want taho will just let the taho pass by. Di ba? So, ganoon tayo. Hindi naman tayo yung taho, yung magtataho, hindi naman siya kumakatok sa bawat bahay na, uy, gusto mo ba ng taho? Taho, oh. Di ba? Hindi naman. And then, maghihintay siya na, taho, meron ako taho dito. Hindi naman, di ba? So,
Okay.
So I think that's very much similar to kasi the magtataho is essentially parang entrepreneur din siya eh. Siya yung may bit ng sarili niyang business. And siguro yun yung mindset na pwede natin dalhin when you make that shift from corporate to entrepreneurship to freelancing as a business. Na you're gonna make sure that people know what you're offering so that when they need it, they come to you. So it's not really just you approaching them na istorbohin mo sila. Uy, gusto mo ba ng taho? Hindi. It's really about taho, 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 taho. And people who want that will get in. So it's really about you making sure that the offer that you bring them is something that they understand na kaya nila mag-decide. Kasi if it's something na, kunyari magsabi ka ng, sabihin mo na, soy product, mamalay nila kung ano yung soy product na baon mo. Malay ba nila kung toyo yan? Malay ba nila kung tofu yan? O, di ba? So, kung soy product, sabihin mo, hindi sila lalapit sa'yo. Kasi the way you're positioning
In-English
your
mo
offer.
kasi, wag mo English.
Exactly. So, make sure that when you give out your offer out there, it's clear na yun yung gusto nila. Yun.
Right.
That's what makes it easier for them to approach you kasi they you know what you're offering, they know what you're offering, and they understand what that can bring to the table.
Okay.
So yun, kung to put that into context, for example, yun nga, if you're someone offering, let's say writing, so either blog writing or siguro copywriting, if you're offering that, you can't just offer that to anyone na kunyari sabihin mo na, ay, may online business siya. Kailangan niya ng copywriter. Kailangan niya ng content. Kailangan niya ng social media. You can't just do that kasi you don't know yet what their plans are about their social media. They don't know yet what their plans are about their emails. You don't know yet their plans about their blogs. Diba? So you can't just offer it na na, hey, I write vlogs. Sa kanya naman, kung naisip na niya yung vlogs in the first place, ting, uy, gusto ko yan. Sige, let's work together. Pero kung hindi niya naiisip, okay, sige, keep in mind.
Mm-mm.
And that's okay. And that's okay. Kasi, yun nga, if you put it in the context of parang yun nga, sa example ko kanina sa magtataho, eh di, okay lang yun. So what matters is, when you do freelancing as a business, it's important that you make your offer known. So, aalamin mo kung kailangan pakita mo sa kanila, malaman ng mga tao who will check you out na you are someone doing this particular thing and that you do it well. Parang when you approach people and then they check you out, they see na mukhang makakatulong siya sa akin. So, in terms of the stiffness in competition, I think, yes, that's true. So, magkakaroon talaga ng stiffness in competition, lalo na kapag in a public post siya, no? Siyempre, may public post. Marami talagang, to use a better, to use, dahil wala na akong maisip na ibang word, to marami talagang a-attack dun sa, dun
Okay.
sa iyong, sa iyong post kasi you posted it publicly. So, kumbaga, if you're freelancing as a business, parang babalik-tarin mo yung sitwasyon ngayon. Instead of you being the one approaching the post, ikaw ngayon yung magpo-post na, hey, this is what I do.
Okay. Ayun. Pero there's another side of the story, just to play parang devil's advocate. Yung sinasabi nila na actually yung client, minsan hindi niya alam na yung totoo niyang problema. Ang iniisip niya lang, kulang ako sa sales, kailangan ko mag-FB ads. Pero beneath that, yung freelancer or more or less yung medyo matagal ng freelancer, merong nakikita na beneath that na hindi naman FB ads ang kailangan mo. Pwedeng you don't have to do paid advertising. There are other ways na pwedeng mag-generate tayo ng leads. There are other ways to do conversion. So, meron bang ganong idea na sometimes the client himself doesn't know kung ano yung problema niya and we need to talk to them or para malaman nila na in your face actually this is your problem na something like that. Tama ba tila?
Yeah, and I think that's doon papasok yung knowledge ng especially someone doing online freelancing, offering digital marketing services. Doon papasok yung expertise na yun. Na if you know how digital marketing works, na hindi naman kailangan na alam mo yung very specific na, kailangan ganitong klaseng funnel ang gagawin natin. For those na nanonood, who don't know that it's alright. Know that it's alright na hindi niya pa alam yun. But, yun, maganda that you also have a foundation in how it works, how digital marketing works. Para you can actually say that. Kasi it happens, yung nabanggit mo, Lay, it happens na sometimes ito yung gusto nila na result, pero they don't know how to get to that result. And you being able to articulate how you can maneuver it para makarating sa result na gusto niya. That's something I think worth paying premium for. That's something na hindi mo kailangan ipagsiksikan yung sarili mo kasi ikaw yung nakaisip ng way paano mo siya matulungan going to that.
Okay. So, in your case, parang let's go medyo personalized nga na like how you got your first client when you were starting. You mentioned at TL that you started 2019. So, was it easy to get the first client? You already have knowledge with this particular community regarding clients or ganun ba kadali? Minsan daw yung pinakauna, yun yung mahirap and pag tumagal na, that's the time na medyo nagiging madali na. How was it in your case?
Okay, in my case, it took me, 2 years? Joke lang. It took me a long time. It took me a long time before I got my first online freelancing client. And, siya? I agree, mahirap siya kasi ang dami mong baong baggage from the things that you already know. So, ayun, kailangan mo kasing bitawan yun eh. pag nabitawan mo yun, that's the time na you're open for more opportunities. Kumbaga, if your cup is already full and overflowing, if you add to that, it will just overflow.
Super agree
So,
ako dyan. Diyan
yeah,
tayo
so kailangan,
nag-agree.
so yeah, diba? So, kailangan bawasan mo ng konti and then approach it with, with a cup that's not yet full para mapupunuan pa siya. So,
Or
yun.
sometimes nasa tao ba yun na kasi nga yung tao is coming from yun nga maraming limiting beliefs or maraming baggage as well as kulang din sa confidence siguro. So nagma-manifest yun sa negosyo niya, sa trabaho niya. If you're
Yes.
parang I don't know kung narinig ko sa tribe yun or someone else or I don't know na if you're okay within yourself, you're okay with your pati yung magre-reflect sa business mo yun eh. So is it baka the reason why yung business of the brand new freelancer or kahit matatagal na freelancer is medyo parang haywire is because siya mismo is nga parang in disarray din yung buhay niya kaya nagma-manifest sa which is actually happening to a lot of freelancers ngayon, di ba? Like, ang daming bagong freelancers who enroll in a particular community and then maraming more or less I don't know if it's safe to say this na nadi-disillusion agad sila sa na-experience nila or nadi-disillusion siya sa sarili nila kasi nga while some people are celebrating about their I got this client, I got this big contract. Tapos siya naman, yung paliit na ng paliit yung tingin niya lalo sa sarili niya because of possibly may pressure then from external and meron din siyang pressure from the internal.
I think nagsisimula yun sa nagsisimula kasi yun sa comparing. When we start comparing ourselves with what the others are doing, tumataas yung expectation mo sa sarili mo. And when you have expectation, tas hindi mo siya narating, that could lead to disappointment. Tapos, na-stuck ka na doon sa cycle na yun. Na, bakit siya may ganito na? Bakit siya kasi compare ka ng compare.
Maraming ganun
Kaya,
actually eh.
yes. And hindi naman masisi kasi in our environment, maraming opportunities na nagkakaroon ng ganon. Kumbaga hindi mo nanonotice na sometimes you're being compared, ganyan. Especially kung kunyari mag-apply ka nga sa isang job post. So you're essentially being compared with a lot of different people. And sometimes nadadala yun ng tao na hindi ako yung nakuha. Tagal-tagal na nating nag-uusap pero hindi ako yung nakuha. So bakit di ako yung nakuha? So pwede sana na pagka gano'n, isipin mo, okay, what went right, what went wrong, and how can I do better moving forward? So yun sana yung thinking. Pero minsan napupunta rin tayo sa siya meron siyang ganitong seminar, attend din nga ako niyan. May ganito siyang skill, wala ako niyan. Kailangan niya meron rin akong ganyan. So if you compare yourself like that, medyo masa-stuck ka din sa thinking na kailangan same na same kami. And dinidiscount mo yung sarili mo na kaya, what else can you bring to the table that's unique? Diba? So, yun. Maybe doon lang talaga. It's really comparing. So, if we can, as much as possible, let's stop comparing ourselves na, bakit siya ganun? Yung sarili mo, what are you doing right now ba for your and how can you be able to reach what you really want? So sabi nga din, mahalaga that you know where you're going to. So and hindi ka umaasa sa mga external factors that will dictate where you're gonna go. Yun. So for example, if you want to go full blast in your freelancing, you know kung anong buhay nun. Kailangan nararamdaman mo, naiisip mo na, nararamdaman mo na eto, ganito siya, ganito yung gusto kong buhay. So kung ganito yung gusto kong buhay, anong kailangan kong gawin para maging ganun siya? Na hindi nakaasa sa iba ha. Kasi iisipin ng iba, ganito yung gusto kong buhay. So, ito yung gagawin ko. Ganun. So, yun.
Okay. Or possibly baka magkakaiba rin ng learning curve, 'di ba? Yung mga tao, no? So, yung iba mabilis mag-pick up, yung iba naman sobrang mabilis yung pick up, yung iba naman is steady lang or normal lang. So, sometimes nakaka-overwhelm what's happening with the others. Tapos, bakit siya ang bilis naman ito naka-ano agad, let's say $3,000 contract agad. Pero it is happening sa freelancing industry, di ba? $3,000 contract, $5,000 contract, $20,000 contract. It's happening, it's true, hindi po ito scam, di ba? Tama ba, TL?
Meron tayong mga nakikitang gano'n. Actually, I think nagmumukha lang naman siyang scam kasi sabi nga, kung di mo pa naranasan yun, hindi mo iisipin mo na that's impossible. Eh kung umpisa pa lang, nililimitahan mo na yung what's possible for you, eh di you'll never be able to open yourself up to opportunities like that. It takes a certain while na, yun nga, kaya kailangan you know yourself eh. Kasi kung ikaw mismo sa sarili mo, you don't imagine yourself um, getting those kinds of deals, edi, it's likely that you won't. Kasi, ano yun eh, hindi ka pa ready for that. So, yun. So, let's not be, huwag tayong masilaw sa mga ganong wins. And huwag din natin isipin agad na scam. Kasi sometimes, it can happen. Parang ano lang yan eh, parang yung nanalo sa loto. Sasabihin mo ba na, scam yung loto, wala na nanalo dyan, and yet meron na nanalo? Oo. Hindi lang kasi ikaw yung nanalo. Kaya,
Okay.
kaya pwede mo sabihin na, na hindi siya totoo. Pero then again, yun nga, you have to identify how the business works. How does money work? How do you make money work for you? Diba? So, yun. Kasi hindi ka nakaasa sa external things. I mean, I'm not against the people who are playing lotto kasi masaya naman talaga yata yung yung ganon. Pero ayun, it's up to chance eh, 'di ba? Yung lotto, pag pag bumola siya tapos doon ka pag nanalo ka, it's up to chance. So, when you leave nothing to chance, when you work for it, then it can be possible for you.
Ano yung action plan mo, TL, for the next, we have 4 months to go for 2020.
Mm.
Do you have, ito personal na, your action plan regarding your freelancing business? I guess okay naman yung freelancing business mo, and ano kaya yung for the next 4 months, what are your plans of action?
For the next 4 months, I would love to to be seen more by people, no? Kasi I'd like to help more people um get their kumbaga launch more courses ganyan. Kasi I'm as a freelancer, I do email marketing, email copywriting, and I help course creators maximize their email list din. So, dahil yun yung aking ginagawa, in the next 4 months, I'd love to help more people, um, more course creators, get their courses out there so that they can help more people then in the process. So, yun, that's what makes me alive din eh. So, yun yung gagawin ko in the next 4 months is to make myself seen by these people so that they could launch more.
Ito pala question ko, do you have a favorite book that you live by, yung mga whatever favorite book na parang a book that you would like to give as a gift to your friend na maraming
Wow.
matutunan?
Hirap ng tanong. But,
Biglaan.
siguro, hindi, okay lang naman. At the top of my head, shucks, anong title ng libro na yun? At the top of my head, ang naisip ko na libro is yung libro ni James Clear, yung Atomic Habits. Sana tama yung nabanggit ko na author. Atomic Habits.
Favorite
Yan.
ko rin siya.
Siguro yun yung naisip ko right now. I mean, there are a lot of books. Masaya magbasa ng libro, mga kaibigan na nanonood dito. And there are a lot of books, but maganda rin na you read those types of books as well.
Ano ba yung
Dami ko rin kasi
mapupulot na aral kay James Clear?
um, ayun. Well, that's a harder question. But it's really about you establishing, building your habits, no? Kasi kaya nga siya atomic habits eh. So, you build you build your habits na it's not just you identifying um what habits to create, but also making sure that you are actually doing the habits. Kasi kunyari, eto, sasabihin mo na sa Monday magpapapayat ako, ganyan. So what are the habits that you need to build? So sabihin mo na, oy, kailangan ko mag-exercise, oy, kailangan ko mag-diet, ganyan. So and you want to build a habit around that. What I learned from that book is that sometimes, kung hindi nag-work yung mag-exercise ako, hindi yun nag-work for you, edi what you can do is, you prepare, for example, your shoes. Pagbangon mo sa kama, makikita mo na yung shoes mo, and then you wear it. 'Di ba? So, ang tawag ni James Clear doon is, ano nga tawag niya doon? Stacking, habit stacking, or something, na you're making it easier for you to do the habit that you want to build.
Mm.
So, yun yung isa sa mga pinaka-nagustuhan kong nabanggit doon sa book. Eh, marami pa siyang other golden nuggets inside. So,
Mm.
go buy go buy that
Siyempre,
book kung meron.
siyempre DL, ayaw ko kitang pahirapan sa mga tanong niyo. Nahalata mo ba na ayaw kitang pahirapan?
Okay lang
Ayan.
naman.
Ayan. Ayan, pero gusto ko yung sinabi ni James Clear na kasi it applies to me na gusto ko mag-jogging. Matagal ko nang gusto mag-jogging pero kailangan yung rubber shoes ko is nandun na sa gate na pag nakita ko, ay hindi pala ako magsusuot ng Crocs. Rubber shoes pala para ituloy ko na yung pagja-jogging ko kasi nga gusto kong whatever you want to do, whatever you want to happen by December, kunyari gusto mo mag-marathon, gusto mo mag-fun run, oh, we have 4 months to go, di ba? Something like that. Galing
Yes.
talaga ni TL. No? Oh, last question na. Ayan na, 4 minutes. Advice to freelancers. Advice to new freelancers who want to enter the freelancing industry.
Mhm. Okay, my advice would be to be like the magtataho. Yes. So kanina, I mentioned the story of the magtataho na ano. So if you are a freelancer starting pa lang, regardless of whichever freelancing, wherever you want your freelancing to go, it's important that you make sure that the people know you. So, kailangan ibandera mo sa buong mundo na ito yung gagawin mo. Eh, paano yan? Wala pa ako masyadong alam. Ibandera mo muna na ito yung gusto mong nagagawin mo. Kasi, kapag binandera mo yun, you're also setting yourself up for learning that, for being the expert in that. Diba? Kasi yan nga yung gusto mo eh. Kaya mo nga binandera eh. Diba?
Okay.
So, ibabandera mo na siya. Yun. So, magsisisigaw ka na doon ng taho, 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 taho. Kasi yun yung meron ka. 'Di ba? Hindi ka naman pwede maging magtataho kung sa umpisa pa lang, ang sabi mo, "Gusto ko ng soy product." 'Di ba? So, yun. So, gano'n. Be like the magtataho. Yun siguro.
Na everybody should know about it and depende na lang sa kanila kung everybody should know
If
what you're doing.
yes, ibandera mo kung ano yung ginagawa mo or ano yung gusto mong gawin. Kasi the fact na hindi ka naman mamimili ng isang bagay na na hindi mo alam, 'di ba? O hindi ka willing, hindi ka interesado. So, start ka muna do'n kasi minsan iniisip mo na, hala, uso ngayon yung Facebook ads. So, babander ako Facebook ads. Eh, hindi ka naman interesado sa Facebook ads. So, hindi kaya nahihirapan ka mag-succeed. Kasi yung binandera mo isang bagay na hindi ka interesado. Eh kung ang binandera mo dyan is something na interesado ka,
Or
edi ikaw
something that
mismo
you're good
gaganahan
at.
ka. Yeah, ikaw mismo gaganahan kang maging magaling doon. At magiging confident ka na ano, kasi yun na yung binandera mo in the first place. Diba? So, kaya mahalaga na kilala mo yung sarili mo, alam mo kung ano yung gusto mo, at yun yung ibabandera mo. Ito yun ino-offer ko. Kung may gusto niyan, di let's work it out.
Ayan, tama yan. Ayan, thank you very much, TL, for obliging and for
No.
giving me time kahit ang aga-aga na binulabog kita on your rest day. Is it Quezon City Day ba ngayon? Quezon,
Yes.
kaya
Hindi.
pala nag-gets ko sa ito. August 19, birthday ni Manuel L. Quezon. Kaya
Wow.
pala, o diba? Alam na nila yung ano, alam na nila yung date nitong video. Hindi na siya evergreen. Alam nila August 19, 2020. Anyway, TL, thank you very much. And magkita tayo sa Sunday. Yung
Yes.
totoong meeting ng ano namin, ng ating AC. Thank you very much. And bye! Kahit ikaw ay, ayan, 1 minute na lang. Kahit ikaw ay nagpapahinga is binulabog kita. Pwede ka na po mag-almusal. Nag-almusal ka na ba?
Di ba? Medyo late ako nagising.
Intermittent fasting. Okay. Thank you, TL. Salamat po.
Good luck, good luck.
Thank